Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your 2020 Intuitive Energy Forecast. My name's Lisa Lyle, and this is my channel here on YouTube. I can also be found on social media as Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is www.lisalyle.com. So I'm very excited because this is something new I was guided to offer at the beginning of the week, and you folks are number 9 of the messages I'm bringing through. So I hope you enjoy it, and just know that these messages transcend time and space. So whenever you may be stumbling upon this video, I trust that something in here will resonate with you and support your personal empowerment. So let's get right into it. 2020 feels like a very exciting shift for all of us, where 2019 was kind of like we were plodding through the muck and in some cases quicksand. So it feels like there is a big shift for 2020, and yet it's still very much a year of personal transformation, exertion on our part. This is so perfect. So I'm just going to get right into it, tuning into the energy of Taurus for 2020. And you guys feels like you're holding back a little bit. Oh, there's another one. Oh, perfect. One more from this deck. And there it is. Ah, perfect. So we've got 2 goddess energies here and 1 angel energy. So the very first goddess you got, and I love it because you're a fellow earth sign, and in fact, the very first earth sign, and this is what we've got, the goddess of nature. And so it really feels to me this year you are going to be deepening your connection to nature, and you're really going to be actively, and I'm grateful for that, so thank you, actively bringing universal wisdom to a grounded space on this earth plane. It says on the card, you reap what you sow, your dream is coming to fruition. So again, this feels very important, and when you honor and follow your dreams, it's important for you to know that all of your material needs are going to be abundantly met on this planetary realm. And the more that you can trust and honor your heart and follow the guidance to be creative, to share yourself perhaps in new ways than you've done in previous years, 2020 really feels like stepping into this whole new decade, which is just abundant with opportunities. And there's still we're going to see in our lives and globally, we're going to see a lot of unrest. And this is because humanity's waking up. And, as people wake up, if you remember back to when you were first stepping out onto your spiritual path, there can be a lot of emotion that arises, and a lot of this emotion can be of the lower vibratory domain, like, anger and stuff. And what do we know about anger or rage? It's really unhealed pain. So Taurus, a big part of your responsibility this year is stabilizing your own energy. And as a result of taking responsibility for stabilizing your own, you really support this global stabilization of energy. I do feel that you're going to feel more and more of the call to retreat to nature and to just allow yourself to be inspired through your deep connection to nature. Because you're incredibly strong, and your strength is an inspiration. Your ability to rise above circumstances, to move beyond your own personal pain and trauma is truly inspiring. And this year feels like you are going to it feels like a good year for you, Taurus. Like you're really going to be in your heart space. You're really going to be connected with your divine essence, which is one with nature. So we're off to a good start for you, Taurus. Ah, this guy keeps showing up. I am angel of manifestation, wealth, and it is a number 15, 6, so I see that as a 6. And really what this is saying, in line with the angel of nature and the goddess of strength and the finances, when you are honoring the path of your heart, regardless of what you're doing, you will be rewarded for your efforts. And it's really... I want to say that 2020, more than ever, as we continue to make this paradigm shift, 2020 more than ever is a year for so many people to step off of the path perhaps that they've been on and move on to a more heart-centered path. The next card that you got is this beautiful gateway number 3, and it says evolution on the card. It's a number 38, which I see as an 11. You are truly a master incarnate, and you are truly in continual connection, continually receiving from source. So I really see this as a beautiful visual. So it's what's coming in from the heavens above to support your heart's desire, the manifestation of your lifelong dreams, and bringing it to anchoring that and bringing it to life through you. And it's very solidly earth-based, and yet it's so galactic, it's so heavenly. And you know, the next card that came out here was forever in my light, safe and sound, and this is a number 13, and this is really a divinely feminine energy. And this came through for one of the other signs, I'm not sure, it's one of the ones I recorded today, I think Pisces. This came through for them as well, and it feels like this great big embrace from all of your feminine ancestors, and they just want you to go for it and know that when you are living from your heart space, when you are trusting your heart space, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible, and there's nothing that can cause you harm. It's funny, I never saw this with Pisces, but I'm really seeing it here now with you, Taurus, is the color of this angel or goddess's dress, which is this really beautiful red and a slight touch of pink in it, which again is just speaking to this beautiful grounded energy that you bring to any situation that you are in. And it's a reminder, and for some reason they're saying to me red is a really important color for you this year. It's a reminder of your strength. It's a reminder to you of your deep connection to Mother Earth, and that, you know, there's nothing while in physical form you cannot do, and you are supported by legions of light. Oh, there's your third one there. You are supported by legions of light in the heavenly realms that seek only to serve your greatest and highest good. The next card out, and these cards here that are coming up now, so there's 3 of them that have come. This is about what gifts, what's going to support you in opening up more of your gifts this year. And the first card is reflection. And I'm really drawn to the wolf energy here. And it feels like there is a need for you, and you'll know, and it's really important that you honor it when there's the call to step back and to just retreat a little bit. And it doesn't have to be for an extended period of time, although it could be. This feels more like, you know, taking time every day to sit in reflection. And then there may be extended periods of time where you feel the need to retreat. And what I'm hearing is to trust this, because it's really just helping you to fill your own tank, if you will, to nurture your needs, because it feels Taurus, like you're very much a giver, and you give yourself freely to so many people, and there's a little bit of a refinement of that energy in 2020, where it's really about making sure that your cup is full before you continue to give willy-nilly. I wanted to say hairy-nary, but willy-nilly is coming through. You just take the time that you need, and know that I feel like saying wolf walks with you. So again, trust your instincts. And if there feels like, there's an opportunity in something or in front of you, trust that, and really don't hesitate to pounce on that opportunity. And yet I don't want to say pounce like, aggressively, but when your instincts are saying this is the right path, this is the one I'm supposed to follow, this is where my heart is calling me to go, trust that. The same goes true for if there's, if you're picking up an energy that just doesn't really resonate with you, or it seems too good to be true, then perhaps it's time to sit and reflect a little bit and, ask for more guidance, ask for more clarity around a certain situation. This is awesome because this is the Diva card, Divas. And this is directly connected to the elemental world and nature spirits, the spirits of the plants and the trees and the waters and all of that stuff. And so again, this feels like you get a lot of your inspiration. It's like what I'm seeing is that's where you go to nurture yourself. This is where you go to get inspiration. This is where you go to meditate and just be. Clear quartz is the crystal that's coming through strongly for you, Taurus. So I do feel like clear quartz may be a beneficial stone. It's beneficial to everyone, particularly for you this year, meditating with clear quartz, working with the energy of clear quartz, and particularly if you're having any issues or if you're feeling any blocks within your physical body, working with the energy of clear quartz to get things moving again and clear that energy. The final card out here for you, Taurus, is self-love. And it goes right back to that very first card, the goddess of nature. It feels like you're in your element when you're in nature. You are one with all that you see, the plants, the birds, the bees, the trees. And this is how you show yourself love. And it may not look like a whole heck of a lot, and yet just your ability to take yourself to nature, just your ability to go and sit under a tree or to, go and swim in the sea or whatever is really an act of self-love. And it feels like a little bit here I'm seeing inner child energy. And it does feel like the more that you're able to nurture your playful side, that innocence, that childlike sense of wonder, the more easily and abundantly things are going to open up for you. Gifts, opportunities, new ways of thinking, new ways of showing yourself self-love. I do feel that there is a great need for a lot of play. They just had me see this visual of like kids rolling down a hill. Do you remember doing that when you were little? Just, it didn't even have to be a big hill, but you'd run to the top and you'd put yourself on the ground and roll all the way to the bottom, and you'd be dizzy and giggly when you got to the bottom. This is the energy I'm feeling around you. It's like just getting outside to play. It does feel like a very, really beautiful year for you, Taurus. And rather, I do want to say it feels like things come rather easy to you this year. So enjoy it. Enjoy that. It feels like a bit of a reprieve after the density and the emotional roller coaster of 2019. So this feels like you're getting a little bit of a break this year. Yeah, look at this. We've got recurring numbers here. This is great. I just want to find the other cards that line up to them. There's that. And there's that. So the first card that came out from the Sacred Rebel, so this is messages from your higher self. This is message from your, I want to say, divine counterpart, mostly your higher self, really connected in with this twin flame energy. The first card that came out is number 16. What you want, wants you. And there feels like a lot of movement in this card, and the movement is really coming from this goddess's ability to reflect, this goddess's ability to be grounded here in the present moment, not, wishing to be somewhere else, wishing to be someone else, just being here now for yourself. This number 16, so it's a 7 as I see it, it always speaks about your physical body. So I am being called to say, pay attention to how you feel physically in certain situations, in certain environments, when you're ingesting certain foods or certain drinks, just becoming aware, because there does feel like there may be not a huge overhaul. It feels like a refinement. And again, this is back to that self-love. It does feel like a refinement in how you nurture yourself, how you care for your physical body. Because remember, although we are eternal spiritual beings, our physical body is the home of our soul in this lifetime. So we really do have to take care of our physical body, which is our soul's home, so that we can go forth and live our dream, our big, bold vision for ourselves and our life. The next card that came out is this power of attraction. And I was talking about that twin flame energy, and I've never been one to speak much about this energy and until this past year. And it's really hit home, and this feels so lovely. And again, it's a number 13, the same as this energy, that 13 vibration, that divine feminine. And yet the power of attraction is really saying, through conscious connections with your higher self, with your eternal beloved, whether in physical form or in the spirit realm, you have the ability to manifest absolutely anything that you desire. And so if you come to a point in this year where you're finding like there's perhaps some strange energies in your life, you're just, what they're saying to me, just things that you don't really resonate, then it may be time to just sort of check in with yourself and reflect upon what it is that you are putting out, because what we put out is returned to us always. And so again, it doesn't feel like anything overly something that you need to overly be concerned with. It's just something to be aware of, that you have the ability and power to attract and manifest anything your heart desires. Like that big, bold vision that you have for your life. Like that big, bold vision that you have for what it is, your soul's print that you're going to leave here on earth when you when your soul vacates your physical body. 6, again, the same, it's a 15. These are both 15s. So your big, bold vision, your ability to nurture your big, bold vision to life, your ability to nurture your craft, your art, your gifts, your spiritual nature, your connection to nature, supports the manifestation of your heart's deep desires, the manifestation of all of the abundance you could ever need. And remember, abundance is not just financial abundance, it's creative abundance. It's, an abundance of consciousness. It's, an abundance mindset. So, Taurus, I don't even really feel like there's much. Oh, there is one other thing I am guided to say. it does feel like your voice is wanting to be heard. So your soul is speaking to you, and your soul is encouraging you to use your voice to raise the vibration on this planet, to raise those around you, as well as yourself. Don't get caught in this, they're saying, do-gooder attitude where you're doing for everyone else and you're not doing for yourself, because what you may find is that you deplete yourself and you get to a point where you like hit a wall and become flat. I'm feeling like, there was that wolf energy here and the reflection card that came through a little earlier. I am feeling around the time of your birthday, Taurus, that it's a good opportunity to perhaps, take a break, retreat from life as much as you can for a little bit of time, perhaps a week, and just really, again, just really treat yourself. Just really, let go of any expectations, let go of any rigid timelines that you have, because Taurus is I admire Tauruses because being a fellow earth sign, as Taurus, you are the fixed earth sign, right? So you're very much focused on what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and how you're going to get there. I find personally myself as a Virgo, I know what I'd like to see done and all of this, and I'm a little less committed in that regard. And so I really admire Taurus for their commitment and dedication to their path and their ability to follow through the big, bold vision that they have for their life and the big, bold vision of all the things that they want to bring through. So stay true to yourself, Taurus. Stay in your heart. And most of all this year, I feel like for you, it's about having fun. Allow yourself, as much time and space as you need to just play. And for some of you, play is just going to be the ability to do and create from your heart-centered desires. And it's going to be a great year for you. So I trust that this resonates and makes sense to you whenever you may be connecting with the messages. If you're interested in working more one-on-one with me, please do send me an email. Check out my website, which I'm really hoping to be able to modify and make some changes to, just to align more with my current energy as we go into the new year. And do check me out on Facebook, Instagram. Stay in touch, hit subscribe here and the little bell, and you'll be able to stay connected and know anytime I put something new out. And I'm looking forward to playfully journeying through 2020 with you. This is the start of a brand new decade, and this decade is really, there's so much goodness and so much abundance and so much joy really right here for all of us to embrace. So Taurus, I see you, I feel you, I love you, I thank you for shining your love light in my life. Until next time, you take good care of yourself.